Hi everyone, welcome to this edition of Addington News. Back from a short hiatus is Darren Williams. Darren, we've got a couple of really good race meetings coming up off the back of some pretty stellar performances on the track anyway.
Yeah, look, these are two of our premier-like meetings, if you like. This week, of course, with the Sire Stakes Board Uncut Gems. We're going to talk about those in a moment. And next week, a number of features. Welcome Stakes, 2-year-old Trotting Stakes, the Heather Williams Memorial, which is a great race for fillies and mares. And, of course, the holding position race, if you like, for the Sire Stakes with that restructure of races. So some real big features next week as well. But the focus this week is on these uncut gems, and in particular these trophies.
Which are rather heavy, to be fair.
That's why we've only got one here, because they do weigh a ton, and if anyone puts them down on the glass table, we're going to have a health and safety issue this week.
Yep, we definitely
But dress rugs for all of them. New Zealand NZB Standardbred, Bodyguard Health and Better Vet, all sponsors of those feature races, plus one of these magnificent trophies for each of them as well, and they're put together really good fields.
Oh, they're deep. There's a lot of form in them, particularly the trotting race, which obviously Matuatana got back into winning form last week. The likes of Majestic Lavros, Matadeiros. It's a deep, deep race. Gold Chains there, Smokin' Bandar, who loves Addington. So I'm looking forward to getting into the preview. Three of the best for the night. A couple from the Mark Purden Hayden Cullen barn. I'm thinking Lovestruck will win again, particularly on a bigger track. I reckon it'll be suited to that. Oneiden Mickey hasn't been beaten yet, and with Lumen Shaley coming out, it looks his race again. I think he's on a Queensland Derby type preparation. And Matadeiros, I think, can definitely win the third of those uncut gems with New Zealand Bloodstock Standardbred. He was excellent last week, and we know he's a Group 1 performer. So looking forward to that. And there was a performance last week I know you're looking forward to putting in at the back end of this.
Yeah, so the video that'll be at the back end of Greg's full preview for the meetings, Martha Stewart winning. Jason and Ian Thomas, they're doing a great job. Really good job with their social media as well. I know Sue and the rest of the family help with all of that as well. And they're enthusiastic about what they do, and they have a good time.
Yep.
And she's no slouch, Martha Stewart.
No.
It was a good performance last week. Robbie close in the bike this time. And we'll leave you with that video on the back of your preview. But that's a good performance by Martha Stewart last week.
Right, full race preview for you Friday night at Addington. The IRT, it's Your Horse, Our Passion. Mobile Trot is the first on the program. Franco Yorick is definitely the horse to beat. Got it wrong last time. Mobile should be a big assist on this occasion. I think he'll take all sorts of beating. Naughty Naughty, now with the Mark Jones team, was good at Rangiora first up. Yeah, it was aided by a couple of Neon gallopers late in the piece, but it certainly has the talent to be right in this, so I'll give it a good chance, the 11. Then the 9, Steel Dust, who is now with Amber Hoffman, and I expect this horse to be pretty competitive, if not this start, in the near future. And Petronelli G was a winner, of course, as part of the Ratto races on Easter Saturday night. Winning form's good form, and she couldn't have done much more, or he couldn't have, than what he did when winning here last time. 4, 11, 9 and 6 in race number 1. To race 2, the Spectators Bar, Lovestruck, beautifully bred, of course, out of Linda Lovegrace. Excellent first up performance, and the performance of a horse that's going to improve with it. Still got a couple of things wrong, but Addington Raceway should suit the wide open spaces here. I'm thinking will help immensely. The Coleman couldn't have done any more on debut. Stepped, got himself into a beautiful spot, and actually won really easy over the 2,000 metres. I give him a great chance. Ariella has good early speed. That'll put her in the fight for a very long way. And the other one I don't mind is the Rage from the strong Bob Butt team. First up win, excellent. Subsequent to that, Swaggerman came out and won, and then was pretty good first up in the next grade, went 5th last time. So don't discount its chances, and it follows out Silk, who is a gate flyer. 6, 11, 5 and 10 in race number 2, the Spectators. To race number 3, the Avon City Ford. Dubois is the one I'm going for here. Has a gear change, half hobbles on. Went to go up the inside last time and was going to charge into it in the Matuatana race. Unfortunately rolled into a gallop, which he's making a bit of a habit of, but he has the half hobbles on. I reckon that'll help him. So give him a big chance each way, the 8 Dubois down in grade. Quick Shot continues to fire for the Jack Harrington team. Has Blair Orange again this week. Only One Way keeps on winning. Comes to Addington Raceway, where it hasn't won in 7 starts, but he's in the right sort of form to be really competitive here. And Prince Tekka was a bit unlucky last week. Ran on nicely, steps quickly, will probably put itself right in the firing line, and therefore is the first 4 player. 8, 12, 13, 4 in race 3. To race 4, the Graphite Development, so Needham Mickey gets a chance to keep on winning, and I think he will. He should make it 4 from 4 from the good handy barrier draw. To beat the one Franco Norton, it'll be the hardest for him to beat. Forget about its last run and go on the previous, and the way it trialled last time, I think suggests behind O'Needham Mickey, Franco Norton from barrier 1 will be in this for a wee way. Maybelline, she won nicely and beat a smarty in Republican Party last time. I can't find a better man as talented enough to be in the finish too. 4, 1, 8 and 2 in race number 4. To the 5th on the program, the Bodyguard Health Uncut Gems. This one, of course, for the mares. Good, deep race. Darling Me's in excellent form. She keeps on winning. She's won 4 of her last 5 and 10 in total. She'll be really hard to beat in this, even from the outside draw. Just her inside Cully's Delight. I'd forgive her last run. She's better than that. She can bounce back here. The 5 Cheezel stormed home at Ashburton, albeit down in grade compared to this. She can get some money though from a handy barrier draw, and she actually won the equivalent up at Alexandra Park this time last year. And Braveview Kelly's put back-to-back wins and done it in very good style. Last time it did manage to beat Tommy Waterhouse and didn't get there by much, but she's in good form, should get a good run from there. 9, 8, 5 and 10. Race 6, the Hydra Flow. Great supporters of the industry, of course. 7 Final Collect, out of Collectible, the Art Major, trained by Mark Purdon and Hayden Cullens, trialled up nicely, has Natalie Rasmussen, tick, tick, that'll do me. First pick on top. Ahead of Man United, who went really good at Ashburton. I didn't give it much chance after drawing the outside and had to work around them and battled on pretty solidly. From a more favourable draw of 3 will be more than competitive. Tiff's Little Sister did not a lot wrong on debut. That was in behind Love Struck, so that's a good form line for this. And with style, giving the Purdon Cullen barn a pretty strong hand in this one, has trialled up okay. 7, 3, 1 and 4 in race 6. To race number 7, the second of our Uncut Gems, this one with Better Vet. This is for the Geldings and Empires. Deep race, Henry Hubert was better last time. He's getting into these types of races now where he can be more than competitive, and I know it won't be easy from the 9, but he has John Dunn, and I reckon he'll take some beating this week, Henry Hubert. Over the 11, Sugar Me, who is trained by the Dalgettis, of course, on a pretty momentous week for them as they fare well the JS Dalgetti midweek. So I think Sugar Me will be pretty competitive. Tommy Waterhouse, mentioned him before, good early gate speed, 1980. He'll put himself right in the mix early on, and Dance Time will too. So if those two go forward, I think they could fill a top 4 spot, both of them, and probably at decent sort of place odds too. 9, 11, 5 and 7. A good race number 7. To race number 8, which is the Fahey Fence Hire Junior Drivers event. I'm with the 5 Daisy Duke, Devon Van Til. Excellent last time, went second. That was in behind Alera at Rangiora. Similar performance here, would see the mare by Better's Delight go very close in this. Morrissey now, these days with Jeff and James Dunn. Better performance last time, in behind altogether now. It's not a deep field this, so should be right in it for a wee way. Sergeant Best got its maiden win last time, came from a wee way off them at Geraldine, has barrier 1 and has Max Hill for his dad, Brendan. And the 9 4-stars Shiraz keeps on going good races. No one's told him he's 11. He'll be pretty prominent once again, I would imagine. 5, 6, 1 and 9 in the Fahey Fence Hire. To race number 9, the last of our Uncut Gems, this one with New Zealand Bloodstock Standardbred, the 5th running of this excellent concept. I think Mataderos can win. He ran second in the Dominion, as we know, in November. He's had a few problems since, but he looked much better last week. Comes up 20 metres in the handicap, and I reckon if he can make his way somewhere near the top end, he'll take all sorts of beating. Majestic Lavros has the advantage of being off the front. Great run last week behind Matuatana. If he does something similar, in fact, if he tried to lead, as he did in the South Bay Trotters Cup probably 18 months ago, he'd be in this for a long, long way. So I like him too. Matuatana's now back in form. Then you got Smoke and Bandar. Then you got Midnight Dash. Do you want me to go on? It's about as deep as you'll get in terms of a middle grade trotting race, with a couple of these horses already having performed in the open company. 8, 2, 9 and 6 in the 9th. To the final event, the first direct taxis. I think it's the Lock Quinella of the night. Swaggerman, the 3 who won his maiden last time, He has early speed. He should be able to find the top end, as should Mitzi Gaynor. I reckon they'll land 1-2 and they'll run 1-2. So 3 to beat 2, but you could easily flip it round the other way because Mitzi Gaynor was excellent last time. Went second in behind Invitation Only. The 5 Cab Callaway might go forward from that draw. Hasn't drawn as close in a wee while, and Blair Orange might adopt for those or opt for those tactics. And then the 9 Best Trio just keeps going great races. Cops the worst draw here, but cannot be discounted. 3, 2, 5 and 9 completes the preview for Friday night. Good luck to all of the connections with an opportunity. And as we go out, Darren mentioned earlier, Martha Stewart. Yep, loves a mobile, loves Addington, loves winning, and got it done last week.
Back straight quarter, Euro Cash for home from Martha Stewart. Then came Silver Linings and Sod's Law. Martha Stewart coming after Euro Cash. Hot to Trot got the run. Martha Stewart went to Euro Cash and put her head in front. Then Hot to Trot and Silver Linings. Martha Stewart getting away from Euro Cash. Hot to Trot late ran into a place. It's Martha Stewart though, she'll hold on. Martha Stewart beats Euro Cash and Hot to Trot. Fourth in with Silver Linings. Harold Smith powered home late. Then came Prince Tacker's Sod's Law. Sue Princess crushed